Alright, so we're back to this. So last time we had ended it a bit abruptly because there was some personal stuff going on. It wasn't anything big, it just someone just came up and had to do it. Anyways, we're gonna be reading the event that I was gonna read last episode, so let's do it now. War on our planes. President Bodin waited patiently across his compound in Hollywood for the marshals and generals to arrive as he requested. The compound acted as both a place of spiritual and political leadership. A board would mentor his more faithful students, including his protege, Lafayette Ronald Lubbard, and ran the day-to-day affairs of the nation. The military men, in typical fashion, were in single file, all pouring out their armored cars at once. They saluted Bolin, who made no delay in dismissing them. To him, this whole redestruction procedure made the Californian spiritual army entirely too unspiritual. However, this was about to change. Bolin began to speed and unfettered off as the uniform officer stepped over the young female disciple, who was littered around the hallway, all on a unique mind-altering substance, and into his office. Gentlemen, he began, thank you for joining me on such short notice. As you're no doubt unaware, the tactics and operations of our armies were adopted from the most advanced theorists in the United States military. Our strategies are supreme in all the world. In combination with our bountiful natural resources and across the Pacific, few who dare oppose us have the means to do so. The men in Bowen's captive audience settled in long dramatic rant. That's how these meetings typically went. Isn't that something still lacking? Isn't there still some portion of our base we have left uncovered? Perhaps some that neither our enemies nor the former United States were aware of? The star-shirted office all looked to each other in confusion. Well. The best spot. Always someone besides the raving lunatic before them had the answer. However, one among them had sampled some Bowen's earthly pleasures himself and knows of what he might be referring to. He scratches his hand, pulling out his skin unconsciously. Never stopped itching. The minds that designed these armies doctrine knew much of the physical realm, but of the metaphysical, the imperceptible. That's something only true Californians can understand. We already offer spiritual enhancements to civilians in every street corner. Why not subsidize it for military production? Then, and only then, could we fight on every plane of reality. Yes. A man who was scratching his hands did a bit too quickly and cut a bit too loudly. His comment looked at him in shock, and even Bowen himself seemed taken aback. I'll be receptive of the enthusiasm. After a few months, however, more officers began to stand, and only the most traditionalist generals stayed seated. And with time, they too ceded to the pressure, knowing that open defiance of a man with his made delusion, Bowen could put on severe consequences. Good, said Bowen. Bowen said excitedly. We'll see what Bowen has up its sleeve. Yeah, we're going to be using drugs in the army. And maybe the female disciples, I'm assuming that, some... I'm assuming that, some female are around the army. Somebody knows the door. The door can be up. Door's on. Funny thing is, the door that's right there, sometimes closes very loudly. Sometimes it doesn't. You know? Like it scares the shit out of me every time I hear loud sounds like that. I think I might know why that's happening. I guess it's for like the podcast or something. Because goddamn it, that door fucking scares the shit out of me every time. Oh, this is a vent. I could just see what a vent. I know many of these are a series of events. It's been a while since I've last played, so I don't really remember. He who makes a beast of himself. Be careful that you are not caught outside of the dark, for if you are, you may hear the howlings of wolves on the prowl. These werewolves gather in packs and will do massive amounts of methamphetamine. Strip themselves of alcohol and go out together, committing random acts of violence. Thousands have been terrorized by these madmen, and others have been able to stop them. When asked the common leading rules, President Bowen said they were independent radicals of no connection to our spiritual realm. He did, however, refuse to comment on how they would be dealt with. It implied that he did not plan to do so. As a result, volunteer werewolf hunters have emerged or acted vigilantes to hire against this new public threat. Hold on, there's some potential in here. Anything to be had here. Soul beyond the spiritual. Soul beyond the physical. Not beyond the spiritual. That would be the ethereal planes. Is that thing? That's something stuck in my throat. This. Yeah, that was a hair. Ah. Fucking gross. I was really hearing that. Fuck, I forgot my train of thought. Oh yeah, we're gonna be invading the desert soon. Just gotta wait just a wee bit. I think we'll be ready soon-ish. Just gotta hope that once we are ready, we'll actually be able to do this, because these two are gonna be big old threats to our power. Pretty big threats to our power. So that's sorry if you can hear that. About fool, actually. Damn, I don't know why that keeps happening. I haven't even spoken that much. I don't even know why the hell that happens. Since it sounds like my throat kind of hurts and I still pretty quietly, I don't know why. Well, I guess I still am a bit nervous of doing this. Yeah. You would think I would actually be better at this, but I guess I really am that shit. Yeah, this is my first time really doing this, so yeah, hopefully I will in fact be better at this, as I actually am better at this. I think I am getting better at talking. I tend to revert back to quietness sometimes, and I know I said a bit. I said like a random points, and I'm terribly sorry if I sound very quiet at times. I'm still trying to work on the whole speaking thing. Still trying to speak with confidence. Just remember. Anyway, California freedom. California challenges her enemies are soon to be extinguished for the first time in 3 centuries. For the first time in the history of the man, the world is finally raising for the dark. California will be the great lamp for anyone who wishes to come into the golden door. As millions send their best wishes to our refuge, it's time for us to call upon the world. It's to command the Anglo-Saxon kindred spirits everywhere and no longer be beholden to the papists, the imperialists, and the demons of the east. For enlightenment follows the sun. The Californian. Robert Langford was never much around for politics. What he saw, the way he saw it, God wanted everything to be exactly as it was, even if he didn't much care for it personally. So when the United States came crumbling to its knees, Robert Russell Lee ran his home to California was co-decided by a man who believed deeply in spirituality as he did. Of course, Robert had never seen any of the ghosts or ghouls that President Bowen spoke of, but he couldn't disprove their existence either. Robert thought about places like Germany where men foolishly turn away from God because of their own selfish desire for power. He thought about places like Russia where men swore fealty to Kolchak before they even considered God. Then he considered places like Italy where godliness was reduced to a series of monetary transactions. He may not be a very political man, but he could see it clear that they lived in a godly society. And he thanked God for allowing him to live in such a place. California might be a bit of an outlaw, but God lives here, and where God lives, his people shall live in freedom. Amen. Put no more rest. Father. Oh yeah, we need peep. I'm about to do the whole way desert. This one should be pretty easy, considering. Doesn't like to have much, really. Anyway, this is a big event. Reports from the Ethereal front. Private Marston slowly meandered his way to the chair across the journalist, smiled and agreed to guess. Hello there, Private Marston. I hope you find the trip here alright. Oh yes, it was great. The trees are so green this time of year. Private Marston blanked his smile reporter, nervous to laugh and respond. Please have a seat, Private Marston. Please, call me George. Alright, George. Well, I assume you are aware of what's going to happen here today. Well, I was told I was to be interviewed. Yeah, exactly. In a few seconds, I'm going to start broadcasting. Then we're just going to ask you a few simple questions. Is that alright, you? Sounds good. What's your name, by the way? Oh, my apologies. I'm Max Gideon. Alright, let's get started. I start the broadcast. Hello, Hollywood. This is Max Gideon with Current Events, most popular radio news show in Southern California. Today, I'm proud to introduce a very special guest, Private George Marston, who was among the first soldiers to be brought into the battlefield to do performance enhancers produced by the government for combat use. George, can you tell us exactly what you were given? I was given a combination of amphetamines, an experimental drug known as lysergic acid diethanol. Apparently, it was discovered by Berkeley during experiments that were based on some early lab work in Switzerland. Whatever it was, allowed me to see things I could never before. Amazing. How do you say these substances assist you in battle? Oh, absolutely. On one hand, I felt anger and ferocity towards my enemies. On the other, I understood the cosmic significance of my actions. I was saying I never found more optimally. I easily killed 20 enemy soldiers by myself. Oh, that's really remarkable. What is it you saw exactly? I saw my enemies outlined in beams of light. I saw them each light was extinguished. Till the light shone upon the earth. Once I embraced darkness, I woke up in a field hospital, feeling dehydrated, but otherwise alright. Marvelous. And 20 men, you say? Why, you should get a advertisement for advanced pen right. Oh no, sir, I was just doing my duty. Then my fellow soldier in line of spiritual can't stand against evasion. I never asked to be honored for defending my country. Touching. Things are wonderful enough to end that, don't you? Can I bring an update on culture without running down the most popular radio hits and blockbuster films of the last decade? I'm Max Gillen. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. What was on the charts today? Oh, yes. What kind of music would be playing in the spiritual realm? Oh, look at that. Austria got wrecked. So yeah, France is new area. But wow, look at fucking Poland. God damn, Poland is Poland got the power. I've never seen a Poland like this before. Holy shit! And they got all that court. Oh my god! And the 2 million volunteer. Oh, god. Man, these guys be balling. We should do a Poland playthrough like this. But this should be very interesting to see this. Maybe I can do like a few with the accelerationists and the despotists, militarists. These I think would be interesting to do a playthrough with all of them. Kind of like how I did Avant-Garde France one. Look at that. What the fuck? Okay, France OP. When the hell did France get this powerful? How in the fuck? How in the actual hell are they pulling this shit off? Guess I am amazed at this. I wish. As you can see what France has been doing, man, because they've been steamrolling the opposition. This is gonna be an acceleration to the dominant world. The court of speed is going strong. The Republic of China is getting big. Reach Cynthia is declared one Yahoo click. And they're in a faction with the China, the Lord of China. Yeah, that's gonna turn out well, right? Desirate. Let's finally kick this thing off. just going in strong. They had decryption, but we have the better skills. Yeah, I told you Desiree were pretty easy. They have much. But it is best to be prepared. Now let's get raised international militia. California cometh into the world, and the world cometh into California. Every single day, hundreds of right to our great Messiah and Governor Bodin seeking one simple wish, to come to the light. Of course, the request shall be granted, for the revolution enlightenment waits for no one. International militias appeared. I get some divisions popping up. So, I think our next... Yeah, I can't change any of this because... Never get off dockyards, goddammit. These divisions are pretty light. There as well. I say we are blitzing to them like they ain't no business. Oh, that's the. Yep, France has gotten thick. France has gotten very thick. When the hell did this happen? When the hell is France this goddamn powerful all of a sudden? Like, what the fuck? I guess that's the power of all the drugs they've been snorting. Now put liquid speed into their fucking veins. That's how they win all these wars. Makes sense that Liasa found. They just put the speed weed. I'm talking about you are amazing. Sad, it should be done for really. I'm thinking about 5k to last 8. Guys ain't on bad odds. British state declared war on Spain. Yeah, because the Republic won. They shall feel the need for speed. Tired of Europe is gonna feel the need for speed. I guess America over here is no. See that? Wow. There's a see, this takes all this. And I think up next is invading the Northwest. Yeah. The Western Emergency Command zone, let us prepare for that eventuality. Some more cast as well. XP, but that's fine, really. It's all fine, man. It's fine. We're getting some international militias. And, we should get naval discussions. California's long been said the U.S. Navy operations Pacific have assumed the past authority groups now decide how many of these operations will support and what remains necessary to defend our interest. Yeah, I think we should start getting onto the Navy side of things. See, when there's a whole Hawaii stuff as well, so that's gonna be interesting to figure out how exactly we're gonna get to there. With not really big Navy. Factories are getting up and running. Forces are moving. Be jetting. Maybe discussions. Let's get big expansion. Expand support the operations of a new fleet. That'll be better. We gotta pump out as many ships as possibly could. Not be much right now, but we gotta start. We gotta start somewhere, right? And now let's get that war started. It should. Move there. Romania. Damn, they aren't stopping. They're gonna consume the entire world at this rate. By the time I unify the US, they're gonna consume everything. It's not gonna be funny. Let's go. Actually, they haven't chosen naval doctrine. It's trade interdiction. Kinda. Let's go with summary doctrine. So we get that. When are able to always destroy large navies in direct confrontation, the use of submarine indirect approach to attacking your mines to support ships will allow us to keep enemies off the shore. Where am I doing? Fucking try all the damn time. Damn it. Yep. So yeah, we're gonna need. So we're gonna need to do some of this over here before we can get off the invasions of the naval variety. Entrenchment. So they actually got a smaller force than us. It's gonna wait a bit longer. We can always, it's a big point, we'll always win. Have as many ships and planes over enemies, however, we should never submit. Our clever hours in base civils will see us to victory. I love Los Angeles. Oh yeah, this is the real thing. I think if it's the one I'm talking, the one that I think it is. Yeah. The evening is at 7. 18 p.m. Everything that happened, which was not present, it appeared aliens finally contacted us. Near Hollywood itself and the coast of Los Angeles, our search light began to take aim at something of an entity, some kind of flying saucer, hovering above the golden branches of California. This flying saucer did not appear to attack, and so we did not either. It seemed to slowly move from one place to the other. Through some accounts, kind of was whizzing about, resulting in distant orders from the searchlights. It's most like some kind of deception technique by the controller of the flying saucer, who has beyond this Earth powers. It quickly dissipated into the big sky and to the stars. The elderly people had heart attacks and urged to stag at the first contact on Earth from aliens was finally witnessed. Perhaps it was time we start calling for them more and try to secure a stable link to communication with these extraterrestrials. Can you imagine what that looks like? Well, look interesting to say this. Some in Utah. And I think we shall start this off. Seeing that I think we outnumber them quite a bit. Go over there and get to that airfield in Oregon. More. Interesting, interesting. We'll make some substantial gains in that case. San Joaquin Valley Farms. Well. Might as well get some more stability. Spain and Turkey got annexed. This whole place is getting bigger. See Marino, they got taken over as well. They're splitting that in half. Kind of them at least. Giving some stuff to the ally. Very nice. On the move in Russia. Let's see how that will turn out. Black Knight's also on the war with Russia. They are not in France's back. Probably should have done that by now. Cut off there. So taken. Moving. Improving. Shucking and javing. Vibing and diving. Could be for that. Oh, fucking. The dead avatar has risen, of course. Yeah. Ships. You got to get that done. You gotta get this going. At least have some kind of destroyer fleet. They be gone. They did. They did. Okay, now you can destroy. Freelander settlers. That will give us some more manpower. More than manpower is always nice. Always red. We're gonna have time. I'll wait until the war ends. I don't think it'll last too much longer. Look at that. So they have fucking anchorage over there. That's gonna be one, and then that's gonna be next time. Party, not bad. Where did all these factories come from? I didn't realize we had this many. It's fascinating. Engineers here. Bad joke. And radars. Get some of that. Get some of you there as well. That's our force is basically dead. And will this be enough? Nope. Nope, it won't. So that's gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with, but we'll figure out how to do it next time. I don't want to be stuck being at war with them forever. I'll probably think of something. We get back to it. So this episode, we're getting things done. We finally got that ball rolling of unification, really. So I'm gonna hopefully finish up this war with the Western Emergency Command. But until then, see you guys later to the realm that's spiritual. Bye.